We are on as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball coming up next. Keegan Aiken gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Mondesi.
First offering on its way. A bouncer to the left side. And there's one gone to begin the evening.
Batting second.
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Maikel Franco. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Whit Merrifield next to hit. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. Santander grabs it to retire the side. KC down in order. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Mike Montgomery gets the ball for the Royals in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s, but one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
First pitch coming, here it is. Jose Iglesias is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Fly ball out toward right field. Soler on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
The right fielder.
Stepping into the box, Trey Mancini. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Soler is there, and that retires the side. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
The right fielder.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. 3-0 now. And it's fouled away. The 3-1 pitch. Left center, base hit. Throw into second. And the Royals are going to get a man into scoring position right away on the leadoff double.
That is it. The first
when you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Into the box now, Ryan O'Hearn. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Soler leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Bubba Starling, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now at the plate, Hunter Dozier. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases score. First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Dozier, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
A ball and 2 strikes to Alex Gordon.
1-2.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Back to the top of the order now, and striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball inside.
One ball, no strikes. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The set and the 2-0. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the Royals have opened this up now to 5-0.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
The batter.
So now to the plate, Michael Franco.
Michael Franco.
Fouled away. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Royals 5 and the Orioles nothing. Now at the plate, Renato Nunez, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-0 here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a...
And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Too low, 1-0. 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
2-2 now.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
There's one. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next it'll be the outfielder, Austin Hayes. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. New inning set to get underway with Merrifield next to bat. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. At the plate, Jorge Soler will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Oh, but a poor feed to the pitcher, and they won't get the out at first.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening.
Your attention, please.
So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Brandon Bailey is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now is it up 1-1. Runner at second here with one man out. This is line to left, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-1 lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
And up steps Salvador Perez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. That missed. Close. It's ball two.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Heading out towards shallow right. Oh, no, he can't hold on to it. Throw into third. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only one out.
Well, you
Up
can
next
see
for the
what
Orioles,
happens here. He's so
the center
focused
fielder,
on lining up to make his throw that he forgets one
Darling.
small detail. You got to catch it first. So he gets tagged with an error, as well he should.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bubba Starling. And their runners at the corners now. Left side. Alberto fields it cleanly. One there. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Digging in now, Ramon Urias. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. This is foul right side. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is in there.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Down the first baseline. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really...
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Number 11. Shortstop.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
I got the count. Oh,
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set with the 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big big, and I mean big, two-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
So here's Trey Mancini as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. 2-0 now.
No strike.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Now batting.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
No balls and 1 strike. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Second and third, 2 away. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Slapped hard the opposite way. Soler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 3 innings complete. The Royals are on top 6-2. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the Royals.
All set for the start of the 4th. Hunter Dozier digging in now. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
That's by him for strike 1. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Alex Gordon is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Adalberto.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Adalberto Mondesi. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
The 1-0. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Gordon ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. And the lead is now 7-2. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Maikel Franco, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Runner, yes, yes.
Runner's going. Pitch outside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. A man at third with 1 away. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Gone. A 2-run home run off the bat of Maikel Franco. Home run number 5 on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
The batter, number 50.
Into the box now, Whit Merrifield. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
The right fielder, number 12. Jorge Soler.
In is Jorge Soler, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Runners on the move for second. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. 3 runs already home here. He'll try it again from first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So he can't make contact there on strike 3. But meanwhile, the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. Digging in once again, Ryan O'Hearn. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 0-1 delivery. Popped him up. Severino has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Royals 9 and the Orioles 2. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander.
The left fielder, Anthony.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, outside.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
Ball, that's just out.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field. 3rd home run for him on the year. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Austin Hayes the next to
center
bat.
fielder, Austin.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Starling going back on it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in,
second baseman,
Ramon Urias. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Stepping into the
The
box,
catcher,
Pedro Severino.
Pedro.
He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at bat. In there, 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 Baltimore errors thus far. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So Chris Davis will get a chance here in the inning following that base hit.
Now batting. First
Dan, how
baseman,
frustrating that must be.
Chris
8 pitch at bat, and he's able to
Davis.
work a base hit.
D-Row, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate. Just enough for a base hit.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Orioles get one back on the solo home run. We're through 4. Wade LeBlanc gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Salvador Perez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Leading off for the Royals, the catcher, number 13, Salvador.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Royals have their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
The center fielder,
Hey,
number
there's
11.
a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Iglesias is up with it to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for the Royals.
And that
The
brings
third
in
base.
Hunter Dozier.
Hunter
He's 1 for 2 in this
Dozier.
one. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball one.
A ball and no strikes.
Ball one, no strike. That's the ball.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Mancini moving back. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
At the plate, Alex Gordon, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped him up. Iglesias over to his right. And that ends the inning. Royals leave 1, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the shortstop Jose Iglesias.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1-1.
Outside.
Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, the third
So
baseman,
coming to the plate, Hanser Alberto. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Line drive to center field. Starling is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Trey Mancini is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat. Is this count now?
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still way back. It's 9-3. Ready once again, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll get it started in the Kansas City 6th.
Adalberto Mondesi.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So here's the Royals DH, Maikel Franco.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 0-1 on its way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Hayes is there. 2 gone.
The batter number 50.
Striding into the box, Whit Merrifield. Last time through was a base hit. And the pitch. Soft grounder left side. Alberto has it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jorge Soler. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Santander waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for Kansas City, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. And here's Renato Nunez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
The designated hitter.
There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out.
Now batting, left field.
Stepping in, Anthony Santander. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Now as we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Ready for another chance? Austin Hayes. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Josh DeMont, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
DeMont.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bullet to first base. But the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The batter, the second baseman, Ramon.
So stepping in, Ramon Urias. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out here and a runner at second. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. Still way back. It's 9-3. Now at the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. Here's the 1-1. Liner toward right center. Hayes is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Salvador Perez. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First offering on its way. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and 2 strikes now.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss him, but he got away with it.
Here now the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayes on the run for it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The center.
In now for Kansas City, Bubba Starling. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Line drive to left. Santander grabs it to retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Ready now for Baltimore. Pedro Severino. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And this will be fouled away.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there.
Now
got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground to second. Merrifield scoops it up. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. Still way back. It's 9-3. Ready to begin the 8th. So striding in, Hunter Dozier. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Standing in now, Alex Gordon, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Runner.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco. He swings and misses. Throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. The 0-1 delivery. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three. Michael Rooker enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
Whit Merrifield will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
To the plate now, Jorge Soler, as he'll take a look at ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. That's wide, 2-0. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. 2-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Now the 2-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. The 3-1 pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And Davis will take this one himself to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half. Striding forward now is the DH, Renato Nunez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Dan Tender.
A ball and no strikes. Two and 0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Fastball well outside. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hit on the ground to third. Dozier brings it in, and there are 2 away now. Digging in, Ramon Urias. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Popped up. O'Hearn is going to have room as he puts it away right in front of the dugout for the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. And stepping up to the plate, Ryan
Leading
O'Hearn.
up for
He'll be
Kansas
charged
City,
with trying to
the
get
first
on
baseman,
board, leading off the
number
ninth.
66.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Two and 1.
Count 2-1.
To 2 and 2 now.
2 strikes.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Outside and a full count, 3 and 2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Hayes on the run for it. Still going back. And it's gone as they add still another.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The catcher, number 13.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Lays off that time, and it's 1 and 2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 11.
Coming to the plate now, Bubba Starling. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Now batting, the third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
At the plate now, Hunter Dozier. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Here comes the 0-1. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Runners on first with 1 down. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. At the plate, Alex Gordon. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Scorched to third. Alberto gloves it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. KC leads this one 12-3. Ian Kennedy will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Into the box, Pedro Severino starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching
Number
from these
50,
guys in this
number
one. The
19.
bullpen has looked sharp and it
Chris.
backed up a nice effort turned in by the
David.
starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Fouled away. 0-2. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Going after it is Gordon. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 11.
So the lineup
Shortstop.
flips over, and digging in,
Jose
Jose Iglesias. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one. And it's fouled away. Baltimore down to their final strike. And he gets strike three called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
12-3 is the way this one ends. The Kansas City Royals scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Mike Montgomery earns his 5th winner of the year. Keegan Aiken couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been